and you can see right here how juicy your turkey will stay. It's bubbling up. Look, just one little press, you can see the juice pouring out of it. Hello and welcome back to Views on the Road. I'm your host Steph, and today I'm super excited to show you how I make our family juicy turkey. This is our third year making this turkey here for you, and I don't know, every time I make it I get super excited. Aside from cooking for you, making turkey is one of my favorite recipes, and I know that it might seem complicated for some of you, but I'm going to break it down so that you guys can all be successful in your home having a juicy turkey. Nobody's going to overcook it or dry it unless you want to, but I'm going to show you the same tips that I showed you 3 years ago, that 45-minute video. If you guys need it, it's going to be linked in the description area, but all those same details are going to be here so you guys can get through it a lot faster. And don't forget, ladies, if you're cooking, make sure to do your makeup before you start making your turkey, and you can worry about your hair later. Yeah? Now let's go over the ingredients. For this delicious recipe, you'll need a young turkey, 1 to 3 tablespoons of salt. For your turkey sauce blend, you'll need half a cup of ranch, half a cup of mayonnaise, half a cup of melted butter, half a tablespoon of paprika, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of parsley flakes. For your stuffing, you'll need 1 to 2 boxes of Mrs. Cubbinson's stuffing mix, 1 finely chopped large onion, 6 to 8 finely chopped celery stalks, 1 cup of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of parsley flakes, and 2 cups of chicken broth. Our 16-pound turkey is thawed out, and now I'm going to go ahead and open the package and I'm going to clean it. Make sure to be very careful when you're handling your turkey. You keep your areas clean and yourself. You can open your turkey right by your sink as I've shown you before, but I wanted to do it here so that I can show you what my turkey contains. It contains some gravy, which I personally don't like. But if you like it, let me know. You also contain all of the insides of the turkey, which is great for your stuffing, for your gravy, and all that delicious stuff. We have the neck, and that's about it. Now let's go ahead and wash our turkey. I have a little bowl of salt. I usually go from 1 to 3 tablespoons. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day and how much I'm grabbing. And I'm going to sprinkle it over the outer parts of my turkey and just scrub a little bit. And you want to do that to all of your turkey. Inside the cavity too. And if this is your first time and you're the one that has to do it, just stay with us, okay? It's okay, you're going to get through it. Just think about how happy your family is going to be when they're having dinner with you. Once you've scrubbed all your turkey, you're going to go ahead and rinse it with some cold water. And now you're going to make sure that you release all the water that you rinsed your turkey with. Once you've done that, you're going to place it in your roasting pan, and I like to place a paper towel at the bottom just so it can absorb all the excess water. Once you place your turkey in your roasting rack, you want to get started on cleaning and disinfecting your sink. Our original family recipe calls for Hidden Valley Ranch, but if you don't want to use this kind of ranch, you can make it comfortable by your home by using our ranch recipe, which I'll link in the description area, or you can use your favorite ranch. So go ahead and add your ranch, your mayo, your melted butter, paprika, and you can use smoked or regular paprika, garlic powder, and your parsley flakes. And now you want to combine your ingredients. I have been making this recipe for over 25 years, ever since I can remember making a turkey with my family. This is a recipe that we've always used, so I never had trouble finding a turkey that was juicy, full of flavor, just absolutely delicious. And if I scared you guys with that pink hair before, not to worry, it's not going to be pink ever again, but that was my favorite color to have on my head.
And a lot of folks have come back to remake this recipe, and they said that their spouses or their partners that don't like turkey, they love turkey because of this juicy recipe.
Yes, we've converted a few of you to be turkey lovers. A lot of you asked, does this taste like ranch? To me, it doesn't taste like ranch, but I've noticed that a lot of stores are now carrying ranch turkey. So I hope that I was able to inspire somebody so that you all can get some delicious, full flavor turkey now. Once you combined all your delicious ingredients, you're going to go ahead and set this to the side, and now we're going to work on our stuffing, or if you don't want to stuff your turkey, you can call it dressing. For the stuffing, I love to use the herb, and I also love to use a regular seasoned one, and I combine both of them, but you can pick either one, but usually these are on sale for 2 for $5, but with all that's been happening in the world, let me know what your total was. So go ahead and pour it on in. Woo! And I'm going to show you the difference in the cubes. The herb season gives you more of...
Sorry, I'm still...
Cloud's hungry, you guys. Here's a bite for you too, so you don't feel so left out. You got your bite out of the way? Perfect. So as I was saying, the ones with the herb seasoning has more of a cube, and the ones that are seasoned, I think you get more of a drier crumble. You see that? There you go. So we have a little bit of a variety here. And leave it to me, all my big bowls are missing. I moved a lot, so bear with me. We're gonna make this work today.
It wouldn't be you if we didn't have a small bowl.
It would not be me. You are so right, Cloud. I'm gonna start by adding our chicken broth, and since I'm using 2 boxes, I'm gonna add a little bit more than I recommended in the description area and earlier on, just so that we can start soaking our stuffing. Next, you wanna pour in your melted butter. And during the holidays, I do melt my butter in the microwave. Don't tell anybody. I have 1 large onion. If you don't have a large onion, you can use 2 medium. And I have 8 finely chopped stalks of celery.
And this is just a starter recipe, right? They can add sausage or herbs or whatever it is that you want.
Some of you like to use ground beef. You get all worked up just like your grandmothers did, and this should be no different. This is just your starter recipe to guarantee you a perfect stuffing or dressing. Now you're going to add your parsley, and I do go heavy on this. Even though it's already seasoned, I do love the combination that this parsley provides. You can use fresh. Ooh, somebody wanted that. Ya empezaron los pollos.
It was me.
And now you're going to start combining all your ingredients. You want to make sure that your stuffing is nice and moist. I know you hate that word, but bear with me. You want it to be nice and moist, so whenever all the turkey broth is pouring into it, it just continues to give it so much flavor. And I'm so proud of all of you that have tried this recipe, and it has worked for your family when you had no idea it was your turn to make turkey.
Surprise.
You did it! Woo-hoo. Remember, your stuffing needs to look wet, not doused. Now it's time to prep and stuff our turkey. All the other times that I've made turkey, I didn't have my cute nails on. And this year I do. Get some gloves.
Now she's bad and bougie.
Get some gloves, because you're not going to get anything under those nails. I don't want my nail girl Ann to get upset at me and be like, what happened to your nails? Okay, so once you have your gloves on, we're going to go ahead and use a roasting rack today. Every year I change something different in the recipe or the way that I do it to help you at home. And today we went with the roasting rack, but if you need help with the aluminum trays, not to worry. I have a lot of turkey recipes where I use that. So now it's time to coat and moisturize our turkey. And think of this as when your skin is dry, what do? You get your lotion and you start lathering it up, and this is no different. How are you going to keep the moisture in? By coating it with a lot of delicious fats. And that's what we did today. You want to make sure to coat every single part of the turkey's skin. Remember the beginning somebody had asked me, you're gonna cook it still with the plastic? Some of you like to use a bag to cover your turkey. You guys can use that. I stick with foil, I'm a fan. Make sure that you're also coating the inside of the cavity. Shout out to Dory, you only come when I'm making turkey, and I remember you every year, and your grandpa. We adore you. And now it's time to place our stuffing in our turkey. For those of you that don't want to, that's okay. I definitely suggest you put some apples. You can even put some oranges in here. And we did have a Views Club friend that said she put a bunch of herbs and a lot of things in there, and it worked out. You just want something that's going to keep your cavity raised so that you can have a presentable turkey. I like to get my stuffing, and it makes it a lot easier if I make it into a little baseball.
That's a softball.
This is a softball? Mm-hmm. Okay, a softball. Once you have your stuffing ball ready, you're going to go ahead and place it in the cavity. So when I place it in with my hands like this, I push it out like that. So if I'm pushing it in like this, then I push it this way so that I can get as far back as I need to with our stuffing. You'd be surprised how much I can fit in there. And in order to keep all of your stuffing in the turkey, you're going to need either a large apple or 2 apples, which is what I have. I have 2 small apples, and this should do the trick for us. I've already placed my oven at 355 degrees so that it can start preheating, and you want to do that right when you start prepping your ingredients so it's nice and hot in there. I preheated a little bit late because I didn't want to bust your guys' ears with that humming sound, but now it's going to be time for foil. I love foil. You could have placed your turkey in a bag and also on your roasting rack. It's really going to be up to you. Today we're going with foil, so watch your ears. The best way to cook a juicy turkey is to make sure that all the steam stays inside all that moisture. And when I place my foil, you'll see that you have 2 little holes. We have to cover them. We have to make sure that none of the steam is coming out of your turkey. So hang tight. Now you want to take your chicken broth and you want to pour it right at the bottom. Hoy te quiero mucho. Gracias por tus sacrificios. Ay. And with the remaining stuffing, I like to place it, you can put it in a foil, but some of you have been like, Steph, stop it with the foil. So just use a parchment paper. Just like this. And wrap it up, get you ready for the holidays. Ta-da! Our turkey is ready to go in the oven. And now it's time to bake our turkey at 355 degrees. I have a 16-pound turkey, which means I'm going to place it in there for 3.5 hours. After the 3.5 hours, you're going to see that I'm going to take the foil off, and that's when it's going to be roasting time. And no, don't get too funny with me. We're gonna roast this turkey to perfection. What I mean by that is that some of you like the turkey a little bit lighter, and some of you like it a lot darker, really roasted. So it's really gonna be up to you at that time, but I'm gonna show you exactly how I get the perfect roast for our turkey. Be very careful if you forgot to take that top rock out and place it on the bottom, okay? I'll see you in 3.5 hours. Hang tight and clean up. It's been 3.5 hours. I'm placing our oven on broil for what we're about to do next. You can go broil high or low. I'm gonna go on high because I've done this way too many times, but if it's your first time, please take it easy on yourselves. Okay, so let me gather myself here. I didn't have a nonstick foil, and a part of our little leg part came off, and Cloud said we should use our taco glue.
Our Mexican glue, no worries.
Our Mexican glue to glue it back on, but I'm not going to do that. But if you guys need to, go ahead.
You did say it was an all-purpose glue. Let's see it.
Now I'm going to place our turkey right back in the oven. I have it on broil, but if this is your first time, do a broil on low and do not move from here. You want to keep checking it every 30 to 45 seconds. I have it on a high broil for about 5 minutes, and I can see that the bubbles from the skin are starting to pop up because it's so hot. That's the part that's going to burn first. So I cover that part with foil, and then I continue so that the other parts of the turkey can continue to roast. And boom, done. Our turkey is ready. Put the wing down so that you guys can see a beautiful cut for your turkey. And you have to allow your turkey to rest for about 15 to 20 minutes before slicing so that none of the juices get out from the cuts that you want for your family. You can just see how juicy, tender, and it is very wet. It's a party here.
You can hear it.
Another way that you can tell that your turkey is ready is when the juices are clear. You can see right here at the bottom that the juices are clear. This will be my piece, not to worry. Oh, that's hot and juicy. The further you go in, the juicier the turkey. So a lot of beautiful layers. I hope you guys can see how moist it is. Let me use my fork for this part. I wish I could tell you what dry turkey is, but that doesn't exist in our home, thankfully, and now in yours. All the way in. A beautiful roasted turkey for you and your family. And you can see right here how juicy your turkey will stay. It's bubbling up. Look, just one little press, you can see the juice pouring out of it. I'm gonna need somebody very special that's subscribed to the channel, that's part of the Views Club, to say
Buen provecho.
Thank you. Absolutely delicious. A perfect turkey for you and your family. And not to worry, I am going to be making sides this year, so make sure you're subscribed or have your notifications set so that way you guys can see the alerts for it. And if not, I'm going to have a holiday playlist for you, so it's a lot easier, okay? You all shared with me what you were thankful for. Now it's my turn to share what I'm thankful for. This year, I'm thankful to be alive. I think we've all gone through a lot of things in life, as we always do, and it's always going to be happening. But these last few years have been heavy, not just for me, but for all of us. So I'm thankful to be able to stand here today and cook for you, and most of all, my family, friends, and Views Club. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a blessed and beautiful holiday. Now it's time to eat. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And I want to give you guys a special message today. You know, I know that I look like a privileged person, which I do have privilege now, and I'm very grateful for it. But there was a time in my life where I didn't. I was one of those kids that had to wait after school to get one of those Thanksgiving boxes. And because of those boxes, I was able to eat at home. So if you guys see anybody in need, make sure to give. And if you can't give financially, make sure to donate your time. So on that one, friends, I want to thank you all so much for being here and being part of our club. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios.